Hi, my name is Miles Luna from Rooster Teeth, the voice of Jean Arc in the hit show RWBY. Autodesk Maya is an important tool in the creation of our show. It's the primary software used in many of our pipelines, including modeling, rigging, animating, lighting, rendering, and visual effects. Today, Rooster Teeth lighting artist Shrivas Shyamsundar will be showing us how he uses Maya for environment lighting.
Next thing is we need to get the color of the bounce light right. So basically it needs to match the color of the surfaces around it. So it's either the roof or the floor. I'm just trying to pick a wood color. Actually, maybe it'll work. Let me see. Actually, I don't like it. It's too pinkish. Let's get a darker brown. So let me just pick it right off the floor. Okay, I think that's good. It's light. Yeah. Alright, that's good. Change this to 1. Actually, we don't want the light being visible, so turn that off. Let's save and render. Alright, so you will not see any difference right now. This is because of two things. A, the light is under the floor, and B, it's casting a shadow. So the floor is not letting any light go through it. So the simplest fix for that is to just turn the shadow off. And immediately, there you go. You see light affecting everything. We have light on the back wall, but it's also affecting everything else in the room. It's not very believable. It gives away that there's another light source that's coming and hitting from the back or from underneath, and it's very impractical actually. So I would never turn shadowing off on a light, especially if there's going to be characters and stuff. Still cause other problems, like light will bleed through their mouth when they're talking and it'll look like their mouth is glowing. We don't want that. So check the shadows back on, and I'll show you another technique called light linking. So light linking is a technique where you link a surface, say in this case the back wall, to the bounce light, and the bounce light will only affect that wall. This technique is not very realistic, and a lot of people I know don't prefer it. If you know what you're doing, then you can get some realistic results out of it. Okay, so if you go into relationship editors and light linking and go, you can either go light centric or object centric. I just went light centric, and you can go ahead and select the light that you want. So in this case, the bounce light, and you can see that it's affecting all of the environment. So I just wanted to affect this back wall group, right? I don't want everything else. So I'm gonna check it off, and don't worry about all that. Those are just shader groups. So I'm just gonna check this back wall group back on, and if you click on it once, it checks it on, and then if you click on it again, it checks it off. So right now the bounce light is just affecting that back wall group. If you see, all the other lights are affecting everything, and the bounce light is just affecting that group. Let's minimize this and save, and let's get a render out. Okay, so can you see now that the light is just affecting that back wall? The books and everything else is not getting affected like the previous image. It's only that back wall. I'm gonna delete this image. See, so it's completely in shadow before, and now it's lit by the bounce light. Doesn't that feel better? That's much better than this complete darkness. So that back wall is working fine, but there are still other parts of the image that are falling into the shadows. For example, these books in the corner, the bookshelf itself actually, it's sticking out more now that we've brightened the back wall up. So what we can do is we can add the books and the bookshelves to the same light linking group. So if you go to relationship editors, light linking, light centric, And go and click the bone slide. Let's do that bookshelf group. Click it. I think that should be fine. Yeah, it's grabbing everything. It's grabbing all the books as well. So good. Now if I save and render, there we go. We can see that the bone slide is now affecting the bookshelf and the books and those books as well. It's good. It's brighter, definitely, but that's a little too bright for my taste, actually. But the back wall is looking fine, so I don't want to reduce the light intensity and then change how that's looking. Instead, what we can do is we can add another light and light link that light only to the books, and that way we have separate control for it. Okay. So let's uncheck that bookshelf off of bounce light. And then let's just call this bounce back wall light. Okay. So that light's only affecting that back wall. So let's create another one. Richard physical light. I'm gonna make this roughly around the same size as the other one. Position it the same way as well, because I don't want the books to seem like it's being affected by another light from another direction. Okay. So let's change the color to match the bounce light. And let me uncheck this visible off. And yeah, for the intensity, I'm gonna do something like 0.3. Yeah. Let me save that and just render it. So right now it's not doing anything at all, and that's because it's not linked to anything yet. Let me just rename this first. Bounce books light. Okay. So if I go into relationship editors, light linking, light centric. So you can see it's affecting everything. I'm going to check it off and just have it affect the bookshelf group. Okay. If I render this, and there you go. Now that light is affecting only the books on the bookshelf. So that gives you more control to independently affect different elements in the same scene. Like I said, light linking is a cheat, but it's also a really powerful tool. So if you know what you're doing and you're always aware that you're cheating and not go too far, it'll work for you.